Yoodo was launched to meet the requirements of the modern consumer or the digital natives. So we wanted to launch a brand that was able to allow customers to customize their products. I think it's gone pretty well. The objectives have been met and it's still growing year on year. I think what customers like about Yoodo is being able to customize their plans, being able to choose their combinations, the data that they want, the voice that they want, and the SMS that they need. So I think this capability that we've offered has enabled us to be very popular among the consumers today. To be able to do that, you need to provide many combinations. And you need a backend system that is able to support that. A very digital-based system that will allow customization. And I think triPica provided that.
We were looking for a solution in 2017. The whole concept of digital telco was something really quite immature in people's minds. There wasn't very much on the marketplace. We found 3 vendors to look at which were more digital. And then there were another 3 which were the more traditional, let's call them legacy BSS. And of course, legacy BSS, you get a very broad functional footprint, but not very much digitalization. And the digital guys were the other way around. They had the digital capabilities, but not so much on the functional side. What we were looking for was a BSS that could support user journeys driven from an app. So for that, it needs to have a front end consisting of business process management and an SDK APIs that could be accessible from the app to enable those user journeys. Another major reason for selecting triPica at that time was that triPica clearly, during the RFP process at that time, understood what it would take to develop those user journeys and then deploy them. And in fact, the CEO at that time joined us on the project and was hands-on helping us design those user journeys. And the triPica team had already experience in developing those user journeys, and that was brought to bear in the original design for Yoodo. So that was an important aspect. But added to that, what it means is an overall awareness of what it means to be digital means that when we are now moving to new innovative initiatives, we are already talking like for like, how do we make that digital journey work? We're not trying to explain each time. We're always aiming for one thing, which is a digital experience for the customers.
One of the more interesting products and features that we have launched is the eSIM capability. And I think triPica has allowed us to do that by having the functions available for that.
We were first ones in Malaysia to deliver a fully digital version of eSIM. And it was not a well-known subject at the time, but we delivered it in under 6 months. We were able to get the first up and running deployment in around 5 months. And then we were able to, from then, add roaming and mobile number portability to the friendly user test, and then go into full launch with a fully fledged digital telco, including all main functionalities, including roaming and MNP. When it comes to solution design, the triPica team are very much involved with us in working through scenarios, options, if you like. We might have an idea from our own marketing or from our own tech team. triPica team may already have some way of doing something similar, but we don't just jump to a conclusion. We kind of go through 3 or 4 different options. So I think that's a good way of solutioning, and that has helped us to come up with, I think, usually the optimal solution for most of our initiatives.